How do you validate it to a person
Mhm.
who does not believe in spirit guides? It's very hard to tell them what is it.
Is
So I'll tell you,
Yeah, go ahead.
I've experienced spirit guides,
Yeah.
and I have been into people who experienced it though.
Mhm.
And while these experiences, I came across this book, You Are Loved. So this is the book.
Okay. No, I haven't read that yet.
You Are Loved.
Yeah.
And I just have some snippet from that book. It's one of the best books I have read till date about spirit guides. And how how it explains you what spirit guides are, how you should, talk to them, the ways, the platform, everything complete. It's like a guide for you.
Absolutely. Like,
Well,
that's the, I feel like that's the beauty. A lot of it is everyone's experiences are so different.
but how explain to someone who does not believe in it?
So if I'm, say, going to, a party or a gathering or say a dinner, and someone is, we start sharing their journey, right? Like say my journey, and talking and I mention, the spirit guides come up, or, I say loved ones in spirit as well, because they can also be our guides for sure. A lot of the times it starts with the curiosity. A lot of times people have the fear, right? When you have fear, all of them is like, that's not for me. Like, I don't believe in, but it's because of the fear that it creates this blockage. So that's actually what I do with a lot of people who, whether they're grieving or they're wanting to connect with their guides, it's if you're in a position where you're, let's say, in pain or you're suffering or you're just all of these things and you're almost looking for, I will do anything to not feel like this anymore. Like, what do I do? Right? When it comes to guides, even just sharing little snippets of like, again, that inner voice or that feeling or that nudge, I'm like, oh yeah, I get that all the time, right? I'm like, well, where do you think that's coming from, right? I mean, our guides are there, but the moment you actually start building a relationship with them and speaking to them, automatically, and again, from my experiences, people are fear the label of being called crazy.
This is what I was coming at.
Yep.
That if you start talking to them,
Yeah.
and then you tell people that this is what is happening with me,
yeah.
I'm damn sure that you're going to be called as mentally unfit.
Absolutely. That actually, I'm glad that you even said that, because it brings me to my next point. My brother, through his whole mental, he was diagnosed with schizophrenia. And it started off with his spiritual awakening, with his brother connecting with him, which he didn't even know he had, but his brother was trying to guide him. My brother was a twin, and he died when my mom was pregnant. But he and my mom, at the time, with fear and everything, didn't tell him, but he was guiding him the entire time. And then when he would confront, like, say, my mom about, like, do I have a brother? Like, he's visiting me in dreams. He's in my room. He's talking to me, and he's like, and my mom would say no. But it was like later on where she finally said yes. And there's a whole story. I don't know if you watched one of the videos about the story of how that all happened, but
But